Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's been some time since I made a video, mostly because I have a lot of things going on with me personally. I'm going through a very difficult time, but aside from that, I do often get people asking me to discuss certain topics. So I just decided to just pick one and go with it and make a short video for those of you that are interested. In this particular case, the question was, what are my general thoughts about war, politics, and power, and things of those nature? And I'd like to start by just saying that the power part of it, I want to clarify. In my opinion, it's not true power, it's an illusion of power. Okay, and I say that because all of these things are interconnected in some way. They all have to do with people out there who feel that they are better than others, more deserving of others, people out there who feel they are entitled to things just for existing that others are not. And the worst of it is people out there who are just extremely cold-hearted. For example, if I see someone suffering as I'm walking, living my life, wherever it is, I feel for that person. I'm going to stop. I'm going to help. No matter what I'm doing, nothing's more important. I'm going to try my best. The majority of people out there are not like that. They're the opposite. They're actually so opposite that they'll think to themselves, what a burden this is. Someone should pick this trash off the floor and get him out of here, throw him in jail or something. Why should we have to witness this? This is how great the disparity is between the good people and the bad people. And that's really all it comes down to. On every level, we could be talking in a community level, in a family, in a home. We could be talking about a state, a nation, a continent, or the entire globe, the entire world as we know it. Everything comes down to the same thing. Power, control, money, oppression, right? Keeping people down, distractions, keeping people in a state of emotional harm, keeping people in a state of, just constant stress, worry, concern, insecurity, fear. This is not how life is supposed to be at all. And unfortunately, one of the more guilty nations of the world is the United States. You guys know I speak freely. I love this country, but I'm not going to baby it. I'm not going to protect it in that sense. Yeah, they're guilty of it. There's a very good book I read many years ago called Confessions of an Economic Hitman by a guy named John Perkins, former, high-ranking military. And his entire role was to go to these nations. Now, before I get to that, let me just remind you of something here. When America says we're going to go help people, whoever it is, a poorer nation, a poorer people, oppressed people, they never, ever do so to any people or nation that have no natural resources or nothing to offer them back in return. And in this book, this gentleman explains in detail what his job was. And that was to find these nations that have this abundance of resources, to actually finance, create the conflict, sometimes through guerrilla warfare, sometimes through providing weapons to rebels, sometimes even deposing their own elected president. They create the problem, they come in with the solution, everything gets destroyed, and then at the end, they come and say, okay, so now you owe us. And basically, we own you. And a good example of this for you guys to just easily process is the entire continent of Africa for the most part. Each individual nation has an abundance of very valuable natural resources, and yet the people themselves of these lands live very impoverished lives for the most part. There's your proof. It shouldn't be that way. So the people that do these kinds of things actually are evil, in my opinion. they're evil. Nobody needs to have $1 billion. Nobody needs to have 10 houses. Nobody needs to have a $5 million car. There is more than enough for everyone to eat, to live, to be safe, to be protected, and to be in a better state of overall emotional, psychological well-being. But it's done on purpose. It's done on purpose. Those in power literally try to keep everybody else confused, distracted, and it is very, very intentional. They control the media, the music, the educational system. Everything is with purpose given to us, programmed. The people are programmed. Television programming, the whole entire school system, for the most part, is programming. You can't ask questions that they don't like the answer to. They're telling you, this is the answer. I say, it doesn't make sense. Can you explain it? They get upset. There's your proof. It's a narrative that was created by people, simple people, not great people, not wonderful people, not super intelligent people, not godly people, just regular people. In my opinion, piece of shit people. And the intention was to control everybody. To have everybody actually believe that God created all of this, all the miracles, every single living creature is a miracle, all the beauty, everything, all of this, just so you can be born, you can go to school for 20, 25 years, you could borrow money to pay for all this schooling. At the end of the schooling, what the fuck do you actually know? Nothing of value. What do you know? You have no life experience. You have a piece of paper nobody then gives a shit about. Then you got to go out into the workforce, and then you work for the next 30, 40 years of your life. If you're lucky enough to live into your mid-70s, they'll give you a tiny little compensation back. Not from them, from what they've been deducting from all your wages your whole life. And then you die. You guys really believe God would make life for that? It's not true. The purpose is, it's all a test. It's all about good. It's all about bad. That's it. Everything else is noise. Everything else is distractions. And you guys got to be very careful in what you consume. Okay? Not just food. I'm talking about what you consume visually, with your ears, with your eyes, with your hands, with everything, with your company, everything, the music, the shows, the books, everything. Be careful. Be aware of what you're consuming. Don't consume garbage. Don't consume filth, because that's what they're giving us. So again, going back to this whole power thing, the people out there that most of the world would agree are the most powerful people in the world, I promise you, bring any one of those people, bring them, and let them try to harm a young child, a woman, a female, or anyone undeservingly in front of me, and I promise you, I'll show you who's the real tough guy, who's the real powerful one. I'm a nobody. I don't have to show anything to anyone. Nobody has to know who I am, but I promise you, no matter what title they have, they try that in front of me, and I will shatter them. I will destroy their illusion in a second, because that's what it is. It's not real. It's not fake. If it can be given to you, if you can be born into it, if it can be acquired in any way other than total sacrifice and actually earning it yourself, then it's worthless. Same as respect. Everybody wants to be respected. Everybody wants to be loved. But are you willing to pay the price to get that respect? It has to be all the time. It's not part-time. It's not one time. It's not 10 times. It's always. It's who you are. So please, guys, give thought to this. Give thought to what you're giving energy to, who you're giving energy to, who you're looking to as an example, males or females, because most of these people are trash. They are filth. They're degenerates. And those at the very top, the ones they call the powerful, not me, I don't call them powerful. To me, they're shit. They're garbage. I'll say it right to their faces. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, filth. You have a problem? We can handle it. But those people are actually the most sick. Those people are the ones that actually do partake in ritual, ancient ritual, satanic ritual. They harm children. They do things I'm not going to discuss because it is too horrible. I don't want you to know these things, but be aware. It's real. Please think about this. Your purpose in life should not be money. Your purpose in life should not be popularity. Your purpose in life should not be to be a powerful person, to go to war and to kill people and do this and do that, or to have so much money that you can just shine and have a false sense of pride and ego like you're something special. I promise you, we all come into this world with nothing. We will all leave with nothing. But whether you believe it or not, there will be judgment. And I promise you, God does not care one tiny bit about all that nonsense. Doesn't care. He's going to say, I don't know you because when you were there, you didn't know me. Now go. And they're going to cry and beg and all this. Doesn't matter. Please, I'm sharing this video with you guys because I care and because I'm observant of what the world is, and I want to help anyone that I can. I'm sorry to you guys who have been reaching out to me lately. I've been doing my very best to go back and forth and correspond. I'm sorry I haven't been able to financially do as I have in the past for others. I'm going through a very difficult time, but I'm still here. So reach out, and I'm not really available to anyone, but to those that are in real need, I have given instruction to those few people around me. You will hold their hand and you walk them to me, and I will help them no matter what. So give this some thought, guys, please. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time.